This video will provide you with an insight into the main inquiry areas we deal with. Before we start, you may need a pen and paper handy to note questions you wish to raise with your supervisor. The video can be paused or when there's an activity you need to complete before continuing with the learning. There may be additional learning resources you can download. The inquiry areas we deal with are benefits, housing, work, immigration, consumer, discrimination, family and personal, and debt. The first inquiry area we'll look at is benefits. This term refers to welfare benefits, social security, or the dole. It's probably the biggest inquiry area where clients need our help. We cover help for a wide range of benefits, including housing, benefit, pension credit, tax credits, and universal credit. Clients ask questions on the benefits they can claim. A change in circumstances can impact on their entitlement to the benefits they currently receive. For example, a change in job, a child leaving school, a new partner moving in. A change in benefit entitlement for those on low incomes can have far-reaching consequences. Every year, millions of pounds in benefits are not claimed. We can offer a benefit check to ensure that the client is receiving their full entitlement or calculate the impact that change can make to their benefits. Benefit forms can be long and off-putting. For some benefits, like personal independence payment, help with filling in the form can make the difference between a successful and an unsuccessful claim. Our advisors and form fillers can make a real difference. A client may contact your office if their benefits are suspended or their claim is delayed, leaving the client without money. Many clients ask about problems unrelated to benefits, but can be helped by benefits advice, such as a client asking about debt or losing their job, and they may be eligible to benefits to increase their income. Clients in a relationship breakdown may also be able to get benefits if their income has changed, particularly if children are involved. Clients who are victims of domestic violence and abuse may not readily disclose this, and their presenting issue could be about debt, housing, or employment. There are rules about eligibility to benefits, and some relate to an individual's immigration status. Advisors and assessors need to keep this in mind. Debt. Debt clients will usually present one or two debts. Through exploration at interview, it will usually reveal multiple debts. The queries relate to mortgages and rent, council tax, fuel bills, credit cards, payday loans, bank loans, illegal money lending, such as a loan shark, and catalogues. Debt problems can result from the loss of a job, relationship breakdown, rise in interest rates, ill health, bereavement, or because someone has been on low wages or benefits for a long time. Debt cases require lots of information, so standard forms are used. A client's debts often include rent or mortgage arrears, which requires housing advice. It may include checking rights to stay in a home and rehousing. The debt process includes maximising a client's income. For issues around domestic abuse and violence, you'll need to speak to your supervisor. Employment. Most clients are employees rather than employers. Clients inquire about dismissal or redundancy and clarification over their rights at work, on holidays, health, pay or maternity leave, a change to hours, and overtime. There may be a discrimination issue involved, such as a pregnant woman is dismissed. If a client has lost their job, they may need a benefit check. Help with employment appeals. Employment queries may also involve unfair treatment, which could be discrimination, and harassment too may be a factor. Housing. Most clients using our services are tenants or homeowners. Clients ask about tenancy issues on repairs or a refund on a deposit, payment problems for rent or mortgage, neighbour problems, threatened or illegal eviction, homelessness or threatened homelessness. As with other inquiry areas, clients with rent or mortgage arrears often have other debts. Clients may need assistance, such as when a relative goes into residential care, or leaving prison, or relationship breakdown, or gender violence and hate crime. Consumer. Most of our clients are customers rather than traders. Typical problems include faulty goods or services, with the client wanting to get their money back or to stop paying a credit agreement. Consumer law since the 1st of October 2015 covers problems with digital content, such as downloads on apps or software. Clients may want advice over how they've been treated by a shop or trader. There is legal protection against discrimination and against unfair trading. The overlaps between consumer and debt advice are usually not about paying credit agreements. Any unfair treatment involved in a consumer query could indicate that discrimination is happening. Our clients may not recognise discrimination as being in the heart of the query. By asking the right questions and as the client's story unfolds, an advisor can spot or identify where there may be signs of unfair treatment or unlawful practices. The disabled may have problems with accessing or using public services or shops. Pregnant women being dismissed or made redundant from work. Clients that are blind or deaf having problems with communications and access to public services, including applications or appeals. Clients who are harassed because of race or religion or sexual harassment at work. Clients with long-term health conditions may find on their return to work their employer threatens dismissal, assuming they can no longer do their old job. Hate crime and hate incidents that target people at home or on public transport. Discrimination takes place everywhere, at work, when using shops, business or public services, in education, in housing provision, using transport or health services. Advisors can help clients by identifying and explaining their rights and options to tackle the unfair treatment they experience. Family. Breakup of a relationship from a couple or parent to child, gender violence including domestic abuse and violence, checking rights over children and responsibilities for their care, the costs for care provision from local authorities. Family queries usually include housing, benefits, employment and debt issues. Domestic violence could also be part of the issue. Changes in household income due to relationship breakdown or bereavement could change their benefit entitlement. Immigration and nationality. Citizens' advice has to follow strict guidelines when dealing with immigration queries. The main reasons people come to the UK are to join a spouse or family, to work, for a holiday, for business, for asylum, or to be a student. A client may be allowed to reside for a specific time period or purpose. A change in their circumstances may affect their immigration status and their leave to remain in the UK. Not everyone can become a UK citizen, and there are set conditions about who can do this and what they need to do. Some benefits and council housing help are limited to people with specific immigration status only. For example, a person allowed into the UK to work, who then loses their job, may not be allowed to claim benefits. Advisors dealing with immigration and nationality are closely supervised, and if there's any doubt, the client must be referred to a specialist agency. With all the inquiry areas we've previously covered, we can help the client by identifying any emergency situations or risks that puts the client into a vulnerable situation, such as eviction, time limits for appeals, domestic violence and hate crime. We may refer the client or signpost to other agencies or to a specialist service within your office. Information on these agencies are available to you. Asylum seekers or refugees may require urgent help and referral to specialist services. We can provide leaflets, forms or other information using our information system. We can help with debt relief orders. We'll explain complicated or jargonistic formal letters how to appeal, the processes and time limits for benefit applications, redundancy, eviction as appropriate to the client's needs. We help with court forms, blue badge applications or travel passes. We record research and campaigns evidence about the issues at the heart of their inquiry, which demonstrates unfairness, lengthy processes, shoddy goods and discriminatory practices.